Folks, Merry Christmas and welcome back to the workshop. I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to be opening and building quite a few of the Miniverse Make It Mini Christmas series and some mini brand. I think I have a few of the Krispy Kreme donuts mini brands. And I'm going to be placing our creation into the new corner room that I just built. Let me show you. Welcome to the Griswold's dining room. This is my latest creation, even though it's not done really great. So I'm just still learning how to make these different little corner room sets. I've been watching other YouTubers, but I'll tell you what, they make it look a lot easier than it actually is. So this is just a half room, which I made with 2 pieces of foam board. Well, this one's longer than that one. And tried to recreate the Griswold's dining room by making the curtain, the window, one of the windows. There's actually several windows in their dining room. And I tried to make a hutch. This is a very sad looking hutch. Yes, I have a lot to learn. I don't really know what I'm doing. Also, put this table together here, which I found this doily at Goodwill. And I think I got the fabric at Goodwill too. And this whole thing is just laying on top of a shoebox. And as you can see, there are no chairs. So I still have to make chairs, but I'm running out of time. So at this point in the situation here, I'm just going to use what I have. I have hoarded and amassed quite a few of these Make It Mini holiday from the last couple years. There's a few Targets and the mini brands, Krispy Kreme donuts, and this is just a sample. I have a whole box of these. So I'm not going to make all of them, but I'm going to make a few of them, and I thought as I make them, I will place them into the Griswold's dining room. Well, that's the plan anyway, so let's get to it. I always use my phone because I just feel like I like the phone. It seems to work pretty well for close-ups. You know, you can pinch and zoom. It's a big screen. You can see what you're doing. I just have to remember to hit record. Alright. Oh, I have so much stuff in this room. My room is completely hoarded right now. Because the workshop, aka my office, becomes the catch-all for everything. Christmas related and, well, pretty much everything. It's just where everything goes. And right now it's holding all of the Christmas decoration boxes and presents and crafts and everything I've been collecting and accumulating over the last couple of months. It's all in here and I really need to organize it. It's a mess. And it drives me crazy because I can't find the things I need when I need them, you know? Alright, I think we're going to start with this Christmas tree because that's something we could put in the background of the dining room. Even though I don't think they had a tree in their dining room, but they're not going to have all of these things in their dining room either. But that's okay. You know, it's fun. It's fun to make these things. Kind of an outlet. Just a way to like decompress, have fun crafting. As usual, we're here to ignore our responsibilities and do something fun. I bought this Griswold's, the hockey jersey. I actually got it for like a school theme day for Christmas jersey. I think we're wearing sports jerseys or whatever, and I just thought it would be hilarious to wear the jersey Clark wears. But you know what? It's kind of hot. I mean, it's an actual real hockey jersey. Got a lot of things in there. Oh, it's sticky. Something has leaked. Oh boy. The resin has leaked. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I might just put this one to the side and open up a different one if I have one. Yep, I do have another one. Okay, and I'm definitely going to have to take this jersey off because the sleeves are too big. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, now I feel a lot better, and I have the use of my arms. And I'm opening up a new one of these because that last one was, everything inside of it was coated in resin. So let's hope that this one is not. This doesn't look good either. Look at that. I think all of these are leaking. Leaking! Okay, let's check this one out. Well, that's what happens when you buy old stuff off of eBay. You really just don't know what you're gonna get or what condition it's going to be in. Okay, that so far looks dry. Yep, I'll need to put on some rubber gloves and sort those out later. This one also is leaking. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to, I think this is the last tree I have. I had 3. I think I bought 3 of them. So, jeez. That's disappointing. Okay, well, I'll just go get some gloves and I'll be right back. Yeah, these were the old, I think they were last year's Make It Mini Holiday. And I ordered them on eBay because obviously you can't get them anymore in the store. And I've never created these, and I really wanted the whole set, so, you know, I had to buy them used. Alright, now we can safely open these up. But they definitely leaked. I don't think this one is as bad as that other one. But you can see definitely have some leakage. I guess I won't get to save any of the paper. Oh, these are the little mini ornaments. That's really cute. I have watched people build these, and I've seen that these are a little frustrating to make, so. And you know me, I'm not the best at building these things. And there's our leaking resin. I need to get some paper to put this on. Hang on a second. But that was like pre-Christmas. And, everything got kind of discombobulated since with Christmas. Alright. Oh my gosh. What are you caught on? Jeez Louise! We're already having all kinds of problems. I'll just dump everything out. There we go. I'm not going to save that. It's full of resin. I don't think I'm going to save any of these because they also have resin in them. And I don't feel like cleaning those out. Okay, what's in here? Here are the tools. And I guess that's the top of the display ball, which I just threw away. This is not easy to do with gloves. do we have in here? Okay, so this is part of the tree. A little string. Gotta reuse that somewhere. Okay, here's the other part of the tree. Okay. That paper seems to be intact. If I want to use it for anything. I could have used that for underneath the resin. What's this? Okay, I guess that's the tree base. You know, this one's... What's it look like? Yep. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Is there only 2 parts to this tree? It's going to be a short tree. These were the things you could get in this series. I guess it's just two parts of the tree. Yep. And I guess you're supposed to use the resin? Oh, this is going to be a mess. And you know what? My UV light is in a box underneath a bunch of other boxes. I didn't even think to get that out. You know what else I don't have? Tweezers! I was not prepared for this at all. I must go find my supplies because I didn't think ahead. Okay, I'm back. Tweezers have been secured, as well as my resin lamp that was in a box. Okay, now we're ready. Let's open this up. Now, I'm assuming we have to use that little brush to put it in there. I just don't feel like this is going to work very well. Well, I guess it worked. All right, well. This tree is very squished together. You gotta fluff the branches first. Let's make it look more like a fluffy tree. Well, these are rubbery branches, so they don't really go back to place, honestly. Probably if you dipped it into like boiling water or something for a few seconds and then tried to reshape it. Maybe. Because that's as good as it's gonna get. All right, in you go. I think I'm gonna put more in there to make it look like... I guess maybe I should have put more in there to make it look like water. I'm supposed to fill it up. Okay, let me pull that back out. You just wait there for a minute. I only put a little bit. All right, let's try that. Put it back in. Okay, now we gotta cure that. So in you go. Let's take a look at this little tree topper. Will you come out of there? That's a cute little star. I like the little box it comes in too. It's a nice prop for like a doll room. How's it go on the top? Let's see. It'll just stay on without needing any resin. Might as well fluff this one out a while. It doesn't show that you have to resin that one in. Just stick it in. But then the resin, I guess we're flocking. We're flocking the... Oh yeah, it says flocking powder. I guess we're flocking the tree. I don't know if I'm a fan of flocked trees, to be honest. But we're going to make it the way it shows us to make it. Like it or not. That's the way it's going to be. Alright, that seems cured. Now, this is just supposed to fit right in there. snugly. Nice and snug. Okay. Now comes the fun flocking element. Whoops. Maybe I should resin that together. Because I don't know if it'll work, but let's try it. I'm going to just stick it in there for a minute and see what happens. Okay, that seems to have worked. Oh yeah, doesn't look that great, but it's holding it together. All right, now we are going to, fix the camera angle. All right. After that, it shows us to paint on the resin. Paint the resin on, and then sprinkle the flocking powder. And then try to put the decorations on. So I don't know. I do not have high hopes for this. But, we'll see. I really never liked flocked trees, to be honest. I can't even see where I painted. Where did I even put this stuff? Okay, I just snipped off a corner of that. It really just looks like sand. Okay, tree. Stay put. Really looks like sugar. I'm just going to take the top of my light and hold it over here, because I don't think it's going to fit. Why do 2 minutes feel like they take forever when you're waiting for it? I think that's cured. Like, this is just going to be a really messy little tree. Okay, let's move that over. And now we are going to put the little teeny tiny ornaments on. Gee, I wonder if yeah, you know what I did? I forgot to get the resin out of the way, so it all cured. Whoops. You probably were screaming at me, "Move your resin!" Because that was a rookie mistake. I just cured the entire jar of resin. I guess I'll throw that away and pull out a different one. Whoops. Well, I've got plenty of resin. I have 2 other balls that the resin leaked in, so I do have more. Okay, now that my resin is cured, get off me, will you? Tape. Oh, all right. Let's see what we got here. They are really cute. Oops. Look at those cute little ornaments. Wonder how easily these are going to go on there. Now that we have resin and flocking, I feel like that's going to get in the way. But I don't think the flocking got on every branch. I just push it on. Well, yeah, the flocking just comes right off. This was not the greatest idea. Whoever thought of this? And these hooks do not hook on there very easily. Like, they just don't go on there. They do go on the branches that do not have any flocking. They kind of slide on easily. But any branch that has resin, this is not easy to do. I mean, it's a cute idea in theory, but yeesh. Yeah, it just knocks the resin right off. Alright, so I just turned the camera off and concentrated on putting these little ornaments on. And let me tell you, that is a pain to put together. The little bits of resin and flocking just dropped right off when you put the ornaments on. So, maybe put the ornaments on and then do the flocking if you want to, or just maybe skip the flocking altogether. Maybe even a little white paint. And the last thing to put on here is the little star. And there we have it, our final, the finished product. Little Christmas tree with a star. Let's see, what shall we make next? Let me move this out of my way and clean up the table. All right, let's go to, I'm going to go to an even older one. I think this might be 3 years ago. This is the one with the gingerbread. The gingerbread house, but I think we're getting the little holiday mugs because that's what's on the outside. So that's probably what we're getting. I actually found this at TJ Maxx this year. Or they must have pulled that out of the back stock room somewhere. Let's see what, I guess we're going to be making these little cups. Which will go very nicely on our table because there is nothing there to drink. Okay, this one has a little table. This is kind of a nice one, just silver. Would be a good side table somewhere. Oh, we've got the little doilies. The hot cocoa. Here's our resin, which is oat milk. Why they can't just give us chocolate milk, I don't know. And it's 100% happy. Let's look at the ingredients list. Serving size, plant power 100%, grainy goodness 100%, total joy 100%. Here's our little hot cocoa mugs. They're so cute. Almost hate to put anything in there. Always like to just keep all of the plates and cups and spoons and forks just like untouched. I hate putting resin on them. Like, I want to be able to play with them. You know. There's little candy canes. It's going to go in our drinks. And I guess this is the topper for the display ball. Which I don't ever use those display balls. Can you imagine? The whole room would be full of just balls everywhere. Oh, we got the cute little marshmallows. This is fluffy stuff. Fluffiness, 100%. Total squish, 100%. And marshiness. I don't really feel squishy. Maybe a little bit. Guess we'll find out when we get in there. And what is in here? Oh, a little can of sprinkles. Little red and white sprinkles. Okay. Wait, is there anything else in there? Nope. We are good. I'm sure this is pretty straightforward. You put the chocolate in there. They want you to drizzle it on the edge. And put the sprinkles around the edge. And then chocolate or marshmallows on top. and then the candy cane. So, step 1, you put the chocolate in halfway, or partially, part of the way. Put some resin around the edge, put the sprinkles on that. Put the candy cane in, and then cure it. Well, that doesn't look chocolatey. It looks white. That doesn't look like chocolate milk at all. That just looks like milk. Maybe it's settled in there. Let me see if I have something like to stir it. That doesn't look like chocolate milk at all. I mean, it is a couple years old, so maybe it just all settled. No. There's nothing brown in there at all. That is interesting. That is definitely not chocolate. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fill my cups up part of the way. And I don't know what to do about it. I guess we're having white chocolate milk. Kind of not what you want. It's not looking like it's supposed to. I'm not missing a step, am I? Yeah, I think they gave us the wrong stuff. Because this shows chocolate milk. And this just shows oat milk. Alright, well, maybe I have something I can put in there to make it brown. I'm trying to think, what do I have? Okay, so I have this old eyeshadow palette that has some brown in it. So I'm going to scrape off some of the brown. I'm going to just dump this over the trash can into here. I have a little bit of the brown eyeshadow in here. Now, the total experiment to see if this will work. I'm just going to try it in this one cup. Well, that definitely looks more like chocolate milk. Hot chocolate, I mean. Alright, so I guess that's going to have to be the process. Alright, that actually doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks like chocolate milk. Alright, it also says to put some around the edge. And then we're going to put sprinkles on there. Alright, let's do the sprinkles now. Well, now they're all over the place. Hi. I had to abruptly end the video. I can't really remember where I was, but I think I was getting ready to stick these little cups into the resin, into the UV light, and had the husband walked in and wanted to talk. So, we have to stop our crafting and have actual conversation with people. So, which is fine, we can't just sequester ourselves into the craft room and, not talk to anybody. We have to live real life, you know what I mean? But anyway, I think I had put the sprinkles on the edge of the cup, and I put the candy cane in, and then I stuck it in the UV lamp, in the UV light. And this is where we are. And then I turned the camera off, and that was it for the night. So, here we are. We now need to, I I need to mix up a little bit more of the hot chocolate resin, because they gave me white and now I have to mix it up. So I have a little bit more of the, well, I had to scrape off a little bit more of the eyeshadow into here, and I think what I'm going to do is just mix it in here first and then put it into the cups. So our last step, yeah, crafting is a lot of fun, but you know, you can just lose hours doing it. You just kind of lose yourself in it. You know, it's a great escape. It's a good outlet for creativity in the middle of all of the work, you know, all of the other stuff in life that goes on. I hope I have enough resin for this. I wish they'd put this in tubes that you could squeeze out, you know, because I'm sure there's resin in there that we can't get to. I think this is about as chocolatey as it's going to get. It's a little bit sparkly because it was eyeshadow. Even though it looked pretty matte, like it didn't look sparkly in the palette. But now that it's mixed with resin, you can definitely see some sparkles. So we're gonna have some sparkly hot chocolate. Alright, let me get my hand out of the way. Let's just pour this into the cups. Make sure I have enough for both cups, because that's all that was in there. All right, let me get the tweezers and use it more like a spatula here to scrape out more. It's about as much hot chocolate as we're going to get in here, I think. Definitely not going to fill it up all the way. But that's okay. I mean, you wouldn't fill up your cup to the very brim with hot chocolate, because it would spill. Next, we are going to put our little marshmallows in there. Just snip the corner, because I don't think we'll be using all of these. Let's see what these look like. Are they squishy? Yeah, they are squishy. I don't know if you can tell, but they are a little bit squishy. All right, let's put some on there. Well, it's definitely not going to be filled up like the picture, because I just don't have enough hot chocolate for that. All right, let's put these into the UV lamp. And we'll just let that cure for a couple minutes. Meanwhile, we will clean up this set a little bit. All right, so this is what we have so far. And I think I'm just going to put a few marshmallows on the top of there just for decoration, and try not to spill it, because we need more marshmallows. So they're just going to sit on the top. Oh. And there we have our little hot chocolate cups, hot chocolate mugs. What else is in this series that I have? I have the turkey. So let's add the turkey. Okay, I think we're probably going to have another table. So we'll just not assemble that one right now. We've got a whole bunch of... Oh, it's good I looked in there. What is that? Okay. Let's see what's inside of here. All right, that feels flat, like a tray maybe. Yep, we got a tray. This little bag says, chill out. Okay, so we've got a glaze for our turkey. What is in here? Feels like utensils. All right. Oh, that's cute. It's like a silicone basting brush. Super cute. the top to the capsule, which I'm not going to actually use, a pair of tongues, and then these little doojiggies that you put on the ends of the drumsticks so they don't burn. Which, does anybody actually use those in real life? I've never actually seen those in real life. I've only ever seen them in like cartoons and stuff. And some tongs, which we may or may not use. You just never know. Okay, this bag is behind this door. Alright, we got our veggies. We've got 3 different colors of carrots. And of course, I'm sure in here is the turkey. And there is our turkey all wrapped in plastic. And it's from Happy Sun Farms. Alright, so let's open our turkey. Take a look here. That's a pretty good looking turkey. Guess it goes this way. And extra instructions, but let's take a look at the one. So basically all you're doing is putting the turkey on the tray, putting some vegetables around it, and the glaze will be used to keep it from moving around on the tray. Keeps it stuck to the tray. So that's a pretty easy one. These are cute carrots. Cut the bag. I guess I have to cut the bag. Here we got 6 little carrots. According to the picture, they just like kind of lay around the edge. So we'll just put this carrot like that. I think I'll do one side and then do the other side. Okay, so let's do... Gotta take this tape off. And I always like the nutrition labels that they put on here. This one says, bowls of fun, 100% sunshine, and warm hugs, 100%. Even has like a little teeny tiny barcode. Alright, let's put a little bit of glaze on this side. I'm just going to put a little blob there. And use our basting to spread it. It's just slides all over the place. It's very sticky. That could be because it's old. I don't know. Put some on the carrots. I wish this was thinner. My carrots moved My carrots moved everywhere. This is so thick, it's not even coming out. Okay, hello? Come out of there. Guess I need another toothpick. I'll be right back. Yeah, this is super thick. I don't know how this is going to work. I'm not sure if it's just because it's so old. I'll have to go back and watch some other people's videos and see what it was supposed to look like. Because this is like, what, 2 years old? This series? 2 years? I don't know. Basically, I just want it to be stuck to the plate. So, now I don't like where the carrots are positioned. So we'll get out the tongues. Because these you can just throw away. They give you so many of these. Alright, I'm going to just do one side at a time. Let me put this in and cure this. The good thing about this silicone brush is even if you do get resin cured on it, it just comes right off. That's good. It's good. But I cured those right on there. I don't always learn my lesson, but when I do, it's the hard way. Okay, let's check out our turkey. Okay, so at least that side is cured pretty good. Now we'll do the other side. Hopefully I left room for the... And these just plop right on there. Oh, well, the turkey's not on there, right? And the resin still feels a little sticky. Let's go ahead and put these on. On you go! Get on there. There we go. It's like putting shoes on a Barbie. You gotta really shove it on there. Okay, next. Where'd I put it? No, it's over here. Okay, we're going to put a little more glaze on this side. Let's put that all over the place. And I think a little like silicone mat to use like under your little projects to keep it from sliding all over the place. I think that would be a good idea. Okay, now I'm just letting it drizzle all over the place on this side. And then when I cure it, the turkey should stay in place. Okay, let's place our carrots. Let's see. I want it to match. Well, I want the carrots to be in the same direction as the other side. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. What's it look like? Doesn't really matter. Stick that one up there. Put this one here. Just so they're kind of in the resin. Try to spread the glaze so it doesn't look like globs of glue. Okay, well, it looks fairly even. Alright, put this back in the UV lamp. And I will see you in a couple minutes. I'm gonna turn my camera off and charge it up. I forgot about this little envelope. Let's see what's inside of there. Is it a Christmas card? I think it's a Christmas card. It says Happy Holidays. There's nothing in there. Oh, you can write your own message. 100% Merry. That's cute. I think I will just not write anything on it right now, but put it inside of our set. Maybe I'll just put it on the hutch back there. All right. Our turkey is done. And there we go. I think that looks pretty good, except I got glaze on the end here. I wonder if I can pick that off. And our turkey is done. Catherine's turkey. I'll just stick it back there for right now. All right, what is next? Let me see. I don't think I have this, the gingerbread house. I mean, I bought a lot of things off of eBay, like used, but I don't think I got everything. I have a ton of this year's. Let's go back to last year's set. So we made the tree, and I think I have this Yule log, and I also have the charcuterie board. So let's open that. Okay, looks like this one is the Yule log. So let's check it out. Okay, now this one we have a lot of pieces. We've got a little table with snowflakes on it. That's cute. There's the Yule log. We've got some instructions, but we don't need this because we already have that one. Alright, let's just get rid of that. There's our cute little gingerbread cookies on the tray. That's really cute. This feels like the tools that we will need. And the topper. Which I'm not going to assemble that, so I'll just keep that for something else. And this time we have a little spatula, or an icing knife. This is the tier tray as the serving tray. We'll put that there for now. I like the paper, and of course I'm going to keep it for something. Who knows? Alright, what's this? Oh, this is like all the decorations for the side of the logo. Oh, look at that. Little cute mushrooms. Cute! What's in here? I guess more sprinkles. Oh no, this is powdered sugar, which looks like sand. Powdered sugar. And in here would be the resin. Thankfully, it's not leaking. And I guess hopefully it's chocolate and not white. Choco hazelnut. Choco hazelnut. Okay, so let's look at the instructions. For this one, we are going to put the Choco hazelnut glaze on top of the Yule log. We're going to add the decorations to it. Sprinkle on some of the sugar. Put the little gingerbread people on, and then cure it. So you basically assemble the whole thing before you cure it. So this is what it's supposed to look like in the end. But of course, you can decorate it however you want to decorate it. It doesn't have to be exactly like the picture. It looks like they have like one piece off to the side. It'd be nice to have like a plate. I wonder if I have a plate. Probably do in my set somewhere. So we can have the main dessert and then like a plate on the side, like you had served a slice. So I'm gonna have to go find a plate. Let's just get everything open. It's not in the... Okay, let me move the camera angle a little bit. Those are really cute little mushrooms. Okay, we'll get that ready. Open the cookies. I like that we have a little tray to use. Okay, you know what? I only need 2, so I'm just going to pull them out of there. And the rest are staying in. Like it or not. Okay. We are going to open the chocolate hazelnut. How does that look? Looks pretty thick. Use our little icing knife, icing spatula. Let's mix it up a little bit. There's a little fuzz. Okay, let me go back to the instructions again. You're just putting it on the top. And making it look like icing. That is really thick. Am I putting too much on here? Probably. Most definitely. It's just a big blob of icing. I think I'm going to scrape a little bit off. That was way too much. That stuff is really thick. Alright, let's try this. Trying to get it to look like the picture, like kind of drippy, you know? But, it doesn't look that good. I just need just a little bit more, I think. Well, I just got it on me. I took the paper towel off to the side. I'm just wiping it off. Alright, well, that's about as good as it's gonna get. Now, move the resin out of the way. Alright, next, we're gonna add the little sprigs of, I guess, rosemary? I don't know, whatever it is. I'm gonna say rosemary. Although that would be a terrible flavor to go with whatever flavor this is. Okay, how many did they give us? They give us 4. No, they give us 5. Nope, there's 6 in there. I think maybe I'll just stick with that. Alright, let's put a few of these on there. The little cranberries. I like that they come in like different colors. Some are a little darker than others. That's a nice touch. Nice little detail. Okay, is that enough? All right, let's put some. Let me use my other tweezers. Where are they? Over here. Put some little mushrooms on. Hopefully that sticks. I think I'm going to dunk this in some resin. Get a little resin on the bottom there. And also on the sides. Go put it right there. I think that looks good. And now, put a little bit of the icing sugar on, which is going to go everywhere. You're not even coming out. It's kind of just sinking right in. Whoop! It really just disappears in there. Looks yummy though. Wish I had this in real life. Okay, now we're going to add a little gingerbread guy. Or is it a girl? There is a bow on there. And I believe we will put a little resin on here and just stick it on there. I have just a little bit of resin on my spatula. Okay. And then we'll stick it on here. I don't know how that's going to cure because the UV light won't really be able to get there. So I probably should have just used glue. All right, in the light you go. I'm going to do that one for 5 minutes, but I'm going to slide it out of the way. And I'm going to do this piece now with a plate. Let me go get a plate. Alright, so I have one of these teeny tinies from Five Below, and in there is a 3-tiered tray. So I'm going to steal one of the plates from that. So here's the little three-tiered tray from that teeny tiny set. Whoops! I'm going to use one of those plates. And I might pull out the teapot and the teacups and put them in the set. Aren't they just so cute? Oh, there's even a little creamer. Or is that for milk? I guess it's for milk. Oh, creamer is milk. Duh. That's so cute. I love it. A couple little trays here. I might pull these out just in case. Just in case I need those. Now I have a plate, which I'm going to use for this. And actually, I think even when I'm finished with it, it probably will fit on that little tier tray. Maybe. Maybe not, because this guy, according to the picture, is standing up. Maybe I'll put it off to... Well, in the picture, it's like right on top of that piece. But I might just put it off to the side and not like right on top of it. Like that, maybe? Okay, I don't know. What am I talking about? Okay, let's put some chocolate glaze on here because I think that would be yummy if I was going to have this in real life. Yes, I'm going to put a little bit on the bottom. I know the UV's not going to get to it, but it's going to keep it from sliding. Hopefully, that's the plan. Let's put a little bit of chocolate hazelnut. I guess I'm gonna have to put some off to the side. Okay, I hate to cover up that swirl. Let's just drizzle it on the side here, just so it's touching the plate. It's going to be a chocolatey mess. Let's get this to drip down a little bit. Oh yes, this is a mess. All right, let's get this guy attached. I'm just gonna have him sit there. Yeah, just like that. Okay, we need a sprig of whatever this stuff is. I'll put it there. And a couple little cranberries. Whoops. I just went where it went. There. Get another one. There. There. Right. Ah! Okay, you're there. You are now there. Let's do a little mushroom. Where am I going to put you? Whoops. Okay, well, you didn't cooperate. Okay, right there. And I think I'm going to put another one. Let me put it in the tweezers. Get some resin on the bottom. Put you down here beside the little gingerbread guy or girl. And you know, I think I want a berry in the front. I think there's enough little resin there to stick. Okay, all right, there's our little plate, and let's cure this. We have a few extra little pieces, but we'll just save that for something else. Actually, the little greenery would probably look good on the turkey. Don't you think? I'm just going to stick it in there. I just feel like that would look good with the turkey. Ta-da! Oh, I forgot to put the powdered sugar on there. I wonder if it's too late. Let's see, is it fully cured? No, it's not fully cured. All right, maybe I can put a little sugar on there. Okay, let me stick it back in for another 2 minutes. Let's take this one out. Let's take a look at that. That looks pretty good. Everything is cured. me just get off the sugar that didn't, Ah! My gingerbread guy! I didn't think he would stick because there's no way to get the UV light behind, there's no way to get a UV light behind like a solid piece like this. So it's not going to cure. The only thing you can do is glob some off to the side and have it cure like that. So I don't know. Let's just stick it back in there, see what happens. See if any of that will cure. Meanwhile, let me clean the sugar off of here. Alright. There's our little log, Yule log, and here is our plate. Is he cured? Not 100%. So, might have to like put a little glue on there at some point, but. And there's the completed project of the Yule log. That had a lot of components to it. Ah! All right, let's just put this over here. All right, and we got our little 2-tiered tray. I'm gonna just set back here for now. I don't know if that will fit on there. Let's see. Will this fit on here? Actually, it just barely fits. The gingerbread head is just a little bit too tall. But it does fit on there. Ah! Okay. Get over there. What are we doing next? Next, I think we're going to do the charcuterie board. Let me see if I can find that one. I only have one of these. So hopefully I don't screw it up. Okay, this one comes with that table, the green plaid. Okay, everything out. Let's get this out of the way. We got crackers, assorted crackers. Got our tweezers, of course. This is the top of the ball that I'm not going to assemble. We also have a little, like a honey dipper and a knife. Okay, I like it. And oh, this is the tray. So the serving tray is in the shape of a tree. Christmas tree. Alright, we got cheese. I like how that's still wrapped up in foil. And some slices of cheese. And we've got our fruit. We've got strawberries and blueberries and apples. Here. Okay, this is the meat. What is that called? The I can't say it. Ham. It's the sliced ham, but that's not the name. Prosciutto. Prosciutto? Is that right? Prosciutto, I think. Is that how you say that? This is what it's going to look like when we're all finished. And here are the instructions. So you're going to put the honey resin down first, and then you just plop everything on top of it. You know, in whatever order. Looks like you do have to cut something. Oh, we're going to roll up the prosciutto and slice it into little rolls. I'm sure that's going to be super easy to do. So the honey, take a look at our nutritional facts. And this honey has 100% of total buzz, vitamin B, and bebop. Why would it say bebop? Should be bebop. Okay, whatever. Alrighty, here we go. I don't know if I even need this thing. Okay, let's just drizzle some on there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. I think I'll just use a toothpick to spread this around the board. Okay, so I guess we have enough of that spread around. Next. Alright, we're going to take out our cheese. It's wrapped really tight. Alright, and even have a little slice. Okay, we'll just keep the slice right there. It goes like here. Okay, next. According to the picture, so I'm just going to make it kind of look like the picture. I'm going to put some blueberries. Alright, let's place some blueberries. There's one. Oh, it looks like there's a couple of them here. Fine, just go where you want to go. Let me pick this one back up. Will you cooperate? Okay. Put a few on the other side. The tray is sliding off here. Get on there. Next, I'll put a few apple slices next to it. Alright, let's see. What's next? It looks like some of the bread and crackers. Assorted crackers. It's a pretty decent looking piece of toast. I like it. Let's put you here. Put you right there. Do another cracker here. Okay. That's not where you were supposed to go. These crackers are huge. Okay. Next, some cheese slices on this side. Whoop, okay. You're right there. Here. Do another orange one, I guess. And I think I'm gonna throw a little blueberry here. And I might even put another apple slice over here. Why not? Let's just get crazy. Let's just go rogue. Okay. Would you go in the direction? Oh. I want you here. Okay. We have to roll this prosciutto up. Whoops. It went flying. This is very rubbery. Very stretchy prosciutto. It says to roll it up. There is no way this is going to stay rolled up. It's just going to go, it's going to fling right back out. Jeez. Okay, you know what's going to happen when we cut this? It's just going to spring back open. There's no way that's going to stay. There's no way that's going to stay rolled up. I can't even get it to roll up. It just springs open. I feel like whoever's idea was for this, they didn't actually try it or think about it. Alright, well, let's follow the instructions. So you're supposed to just cut it in half. And as predicted, we now have bacon. And just stick it in the resin, see what happens. Of course, you know it's just going to spring back open. Yep. That does not work at all. And now we have a Now we have a piece of rubber prosciutto with resin all over it. You know, everything worked pretty good up until this. Up until this. I don't know what to do. Okay, well, let's see. What would happen if I rolled this back up? You know what? I'm going to put my gloves on. Okay, now I can touch it. I just don't know how this is supposed to work. Okay. Let me just try to roll it up with my fingers here. This is a mess. I just don't know who's thought this was a good idea. It sticks to everything. I mean, it will not roll now because it's just slimy. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna work. I can't get it to roll. It just wants to open up. It will not roll. This is not gonna work. It will not roll. It just springs back open. Very, very frustrating. Why couldn't they have just given us rolls? Like pre-created rolls? Well, I get it. It's because you're supposed to make it. The whole point of this is to make it. But there's some things that just don't work. And this is one of them. And I am stubborn. I stubbornly keep trying. But that is not working. Not working. Let's try this one that does not have resin on it. Okay, as long as there's no resin on it, it will roll. As soon as you have resin on it, the sliminess just keeps it. We'll just keep popping it open. So what if we dip this into the resin? Okay. Let me move this out of the way. I don't want that to be cured yet, and I don't want this to cure yet. So what if we just try to cure this like that? All right, let me try it. Everything went good up until this. So these little prosciutto rolls. We just needed to cure just enough to like hold. So it's going to come open. I think it is sticking though. All right, so I'm going to put that one here. All right, so I'm going to try to make a couple more of those. How many of these do we need? Like 2. Just 2. Okay, I think that one's cured enough. Let's put that one here. And I'm going to make one more, because I have one more little strip that's not all coated. No, see, now it's coated in resin, so it's not going to hold together. All right, well, the rolls are not going to work, so what I'm going to do is just slice it into little pieces. Maybe I'll put them on a cracker. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me do this. Let's take this one, and let's take the other rejected piece that is like totally coated in resin. Let's grab a cracker. All right, let's slice this. Actually, we have 2 crackers. Let's take a piece of cheese. Let's do cheese. Slice the cheese in half. Okay, now I got little cracker slices. Okay, I might just keep those separate. All right, let's do another apple slice on the end. Let's do another blueberry. And now we got to put some strawberries on there. I'm going to need some more resin. See if I can just dip it in there. Don't lose the strawberry. Okay, we're gonna put that right. That's gigantic strawberry compared to everything else. Sheesh. See, maybe I'll do 2. Make sure it's secured in there. Dip. Let's put that one here. It's huge. It is a huge strawberry. And we're gonna put our little charcuterie board in there. I feel like I need more on this end. Well, that's gone. We do have another apple slice. Let's just put an extra apple slice. And if I ever find the blueberry, I'm going to stick that one on the end. But it seems to have disappeared. Let's see how this turned out. Looks like everything is secured pretty well. I really do like the look of this. I think that is really cute. I mean, that looks like a very yummy charcuterie board. Alrighty, now let's move into this year's build. So this one looks like that. A snowman cake. We got the snowman cake. And I know I got this one and I know I got that one, but I don't think I tried. I bought a whole bunch of these from this year trying to get the Grinch cups, but I don't think I did, so it's alright. It's okay. So let's see what this one, I'm pretty sure it's the cake. So I think the Grinch cups can come in any one of these balls, you know, any one of these. But, yeah, definitely not this one because it's blue. The base will be blue if it's the cake. So it's the spiral cake. The snowman spiral cake. Okay, we got a little blue cake. The snowman table. Okay, let's get everything out. Everybody out. Move that out of the way. Okay, there's our do's and don'ts, which I'm going to throw away. From what I've seen, I have watched a couple people make these, that the resin is not that white. It really is much more translucent. And you have to build up the layers to make it look whiter. Oh well. There's the little snowman guy. Whoops. So we got that little snowman guy. We got the little trees. And we've got the little whipped creams. Little dollops of whipped cream in there. I like the whipped cream container though, that's cute. I like that they make the containers, you know, like part of the prop. Like you could use them again in some other set. Here is the tiered tray to hold the cake. It's just the green tray. Sugar frosting. So we got another pair of tongues. We've got, this is the topper for the ball. Which, like a little spinny ribbon. That's cute. I'm not going to use it. I might use it for something else. And we've got our little frosting spatula, and this time with a green handle. Looking at the directions. So basically, you put the icing all around the cake. You put the trees and the whipped cream wherever. Okay, and then you're going to cure it after that stage, after you put the decorations on. And then you're going to add more frosting, and then you're going to add like the snowman pieces and then cure it again. So 2 steps for this one. And that's what it should look like in the end. All right, let's try it. Oh, this thing's really rubbery. It's a rubbery cake. I mean, it looks pretty white. Wonder if I could add some like white mica powder or like some glittery mica powder. That would make it look even more sparkly. Well, it's not sparkly at all. I want it to look sparkly, you know, like snow sparkles. Let me go into my leftover pieces from other sets and find some sparkly mica powder. All right, so what I found was this little jar of, I created it for the Harry Potter set. It's a little tiny jar of pixie dust, but it's really just sparkly mica powder, or maybe it's just glitter. But anyway, I'm going to mix it in there. Yeah, it's going to be super sparkly. Don't worry, I have more of this stuff somewhere. And one day I'll find it. Okay, I'm going to use a toothpick. I'm going to mix it in. And it's going to be super sparkly. Because snow should be sparkly. And maybe now we won't even see it. Maybe I should have sprinkled it on the top. Oh well, too late. Alright, let's go ahead and icing our cake. And I guess we're going to start here at the bottom and go all the way around to the top. You know, this reminds me of the mountain in the Polar Express in the cartoon, you know, when they go up that mountain. That's what this reminds me of. It'd be really cool to have a teeny tiny little train to go up. That would be cool. But it would have to be a very, very small train. But I think that would look cute. A little train track going up the mountain. Okay. It does look like it kind of globs down a little bit, so we'll do that. Make it look yummy. I need one more hand. These are not that easy to put together, to be honest. Okay, we got some blobs of icing going down this way. It's so thick. Can't get it to cooperate. I don't know. This looks pretty messy. Okay, I'm going to somehow put it there. I gotta clean my hands now. But there's no way I would be able to do that with gloves on, because, you know, the rubbery tips just... You can't do fine things with, like, those rubbery tips. Okay, let's put some trees on there now. These kind of look like Grinchy trees. Don't they? Put a tree there. Here. Front. Ah! Dang it. There's nowhere to put that tree. There. Get over there. We need to leave space for some whipped cream dollops. Let's get these guys out. Let's see, we got space for that. So put 1, 8. Get up there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this. This is the weirdest cake. I'd like to see somebody make this cake in real life. I didn't really put anything on the back. You're not going to really see it. These cool lips, honestly. Alright, let's cure that for 5 minutes. Really will only be a second for you guys. Let's look at our little snowman. Snowman deco. Wow, those are really tiny, teeny tiny little mittens. Okay, let's take a look at our cake. The cake is cured. That feels good. Good and solid. We are going to put this on the top. Okay, that should be enough. Now I can touch it. Okay, let's icing the top. Okay, well, I'm gonna have quite a bunch of icing here. I hope his head doesn't just disappear in the icing. So, we want that snowman to be facing the front. Obviously, we will start with his scarf. Push that down in there. So that's good. Put his head right there. Mittens will go here. Oh, I left go too soon. The fingers are facing the wrong way. I have to turn them around. The thumbs are supposed to be up. Okay, let's put this back in. Now that he is, let's show you. There we go. Now that his mittens are in the right position, let's put this guy back in here for another 5 minutes. We also have the log reindeer, which I have watched people really struggle to make this because these pieces do not go together very easily. So that's gonna be fun. Oh, I already looked inside. Yeah. Oh, the reindeer have a blue bottom too. I thought it was just the cake. That we're gonna need, and the top of the ball that we're not gonna put together. We've got tongs, and this time we are given a little brush. Okay, we've got some flocking powder, which we already have one of these open, so I'm not gonna open that one. We've got some more, looks like some more sprigs of rosemary or maybe just pine branches, some greenery. We've got more cranberries, and look at those little pine cones. That's really cute. And we also have some ribbon. Oh, oh boy. All of the little pieces of our log reindeer. So one's big and one's small. So that's the big one, and this will be the small one. And I just don't know how this is gonna go. Because my sausage fingers just do not do fine detail really well. I guess this is going to be our resin glue to hold it all together. And liquid adhesive. Makey Make liquid adhesive. What color is this going to be? Clear? I mean, if it's white, I might just use what's left over from the cake. I don't know. We will have to open it up and see what color it is. Okay, so it's just clear, just like a clear glue. All right, well, before we start that, let's take a look at the cake that is now finished curing. And here's our little snowman cake. I think it turned out pretty good, and I like the sparkles that I added to it. I just think that looks really pretty. All right, let's move him to the back. Now, this is what it's supposed to look like in the end. So you're only using the resin to glue the little details on. The nose glue the pine cone for a tail. Looks like the little bits of greenery you have to glue onto the antlers. And, okay, and then you're going to be putting some icing sugar all over it to make it look like snow. Or, I guess, flocking powder, not icing. What am I saying? The flocking powder goes at the end, so... Let's see. I don't really think I need the table. I just need space. Okay, we've got the little fluff in here. Let's keeps everything secure in the box. Close that up. Right, let me move my tools and utensils. Let's put you back here. Ah, I found the blueberry. There it was. Don't need that. Got a lot of that little particles from that, I don't know what it is, the fibers everywhere. Okay, let's see here. So, okay, we got 4 on the bottom. That's going to be for the legs. Does it matter where they go? I guess not. Okay, in go the legs. You know what would be fun? What would be a fun job? A fun job would be like to test these when they're making them and creating new designs, to be like the tester, to see how easily it goes together. Don't you think that would be a fun job? All right, now this one has 2 little holes and like 3 bigger holes. So this one's going to be for the head, the neck. So we'll just shove that in there. And what are these teeny tiny things? Okay, these are ears, I guess. He's got ears. Whoops. I probably should have put that on first. Okay, let me take the head off. Let's pop the head off. Put these in there. Now they're kind of tilted, so gotta figure out like which direction would ears go? Like this way, I guess. Oh. Yeah, these are probably gonna keep falling off. Yeah, they just fall right off. Maybe this one goes in there better. Okay. Those are not gonna stay. Definitely do not stay. Okay, so I think I see now. The way these are designed and the way the ears are created, there's like a longer side and a shorter side. And then if you look at the hole, there's like a place that you put the longer side in. That even makes any sense at all. I think if you get it in just right, in theory, it will stay in there. Nope. Yeah. Okay, so what I said, it doesn't work. It's supposed to work like that, but it doesn't really work like that. It really needs glue or something sticky to hold it in there. You know? No matter how hard you push it, it's just gonna fall out anyway. Okay, it's kind of in there. I'm gonna try not to mess with that again. Gotta stick our little antlers in there. They really should have just made this with the ears already on there. Okay. So far, so good. Let's get this head on there. Alright, and there's our little antler. There's the big reindeer put together. Still have to glue on his nose. And I have to glue on the greenery. Now let's put the little reindeer together. Which, if the big reindeer was that hard to assemble, I can't imagine this one's going to be any easier. Oh my gosh, we have to tie a ribbon on their neck too. Okay, don't bump him. Get out of the way. Legs are first. Alright, those go in pretty easy. It's the ears that are impossible. The ears are really awful to put in there because they really don't fit. They really don't fit well, and they're so small. And my fat fingers cannot do this little detail. Okay, well, let's put the antlers in. That ear is going to pop right off. I can see it. It's so loose. Okay, let's put his head on without knocking anything off. Oh, there goes the ear. Oh, there goes a leg. Okay, there's baby reindeer. Baby reindeer, mama and baby. Now comes the fun part. Let's open this up. So why do they give us so many cranberries when they're only using one? Maybe for all the times we're going to drop it on the floor and can't find it again. Is there one that's bigger than the others? Nope, they're all the same size. Okay, I like that one. That one looks pretty good. Let's just dip it in there. Put that on there. Okay. It's going to slide right off. Get in the middle. There we got Rudolph. Now we have to put some of this on there. Here. Alright, this is going to go in here. Wait for your baby. Alright, the baby also needs a nose. Stick that one right there. Let me just grab one here. If I can just grab one, stick this one in the resin. I know I'm getting way too much on here. Way too much. That's a total mess. That looks awful. Oh, I got way too much resin on there. But you know what? I'm going to dump some flocking powder on it, and you'll never see it. That's right. I forgot. I got to do that flocking powder. Oh, that's really bad. Look at all of that. Oh, what a mess. Jeesh. Let me cut one of these down. Put that right there. Yeah, I think that's enough. I'm not going to put more than that on. Oh, I forgot about the tail. Forgot about the tail. Gotta put the tail on. That's a giant tail for that little baby reindeer. Okay, you gotta come back out. I'm not done with you. You need your tail. And you also need some snow. Let's put a little bit of resin on your back. Give you some snow. And your ears. Oh, what a mess. Okay. Let's add a little bit to the top. Up here. Let me look at the picture. It's hard to see if there's any flocking powder on there. I think it's just on the antlers. Well, sorry, you're getting it everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna open this from earlier. Whoa. Should have used my bowl again. I didn't think about that. Okay, guys, into the UV lamp you go. Good luck. 5 minutes. Then we'll do the ribbon. Hopefully it will be stuck together pretty well by that point. I'm not confident about those ears, though. Those ears just pop right off. It's going to be one long video. Because each one of these guys gets a scarf. The mama reindeer has a little bit of a longer scarf than the baby. Okay, the light went out. Let's see how it turned out. Here's Mama Reindeer. She looks pretty good. A little bit of flocking powder, but that's normal. And here's little Bebe. Oh, it's so cute. So cute. Okay, now here, this is going to be fun. But I think we're just going to tie a knot, so shouldn't be too awful. Let's see. Okay, there's one. The big one was easier. The little one's not going to be as easy. I'm thinking maybe I'm not going to tie it. I'm just going to leave it like that. I think I might just leave it like that. All right, so there are our two little reindeer. Let's put them over here in the back. Okay, we have one more to build out of this series, and that is the roast beef. You know, they really should have called it the roast beast, because this was the Grinch. The Grinch set, if you got the Grinch. Which I didn't get the Grinch, but... oh, you know, I can always pay 4 times the amount on eBay if I really want it. The roast beast. Okay, I mean, roast beef. Roast beef. Maybe not. Very aggravating. Okay, this one has a red plaid table. We already have this, so we don't need that. Got all the blue capsules this time. Okay, we'll just assemble the table. Feels like a platter. Look at that. That's really fancy. It's so fancy. It even has little feet. I like that. It's lemon pepper. That's cool. And what do we have here? Garlic. Little garlic halves. And what is this? I don't know yet. This is Brussels sprouts. And yes, that is how Brussels sprouts grow, because I used to grow Brussels sprouts. They grow on big stalks just like that. And you cut them off of the stalk. Topper for the bulb, which I won't be using. And what do we got? We have a knife to cut the roast beef. And we've got a serving fork to... Doesn't look so good there. It's got like plastic in the middle. I might be able to fix it later. Here's our roast beef. And it's already sliced a little bit. So, okay, let's open this up. I like how it's tied up. Keeps all the pieces together. Come over there. I should just cut it, I guess. But I didn't. So there. And we have 4 slices. Okay, come over there. These are stuck together big time. Ah, there. Pretty, like, rubbery little pieces of sliced roast beef. Alright, now how is this displayed? Okay, so it's kind of like this. And then, looks like, so like if you sliced it, the slices would come down like that. And I might just do 3. Well, they want you to do 4, but I kind of want to just do 3. And then put this one on a plate. You know, like make a separate plate. Oh, we have one more package to open. That's the resin. So this is the pesto sauce. We have to cut these off of the stalk. Let me see what the resin looks like. Oh my gosh, I have been recording for 3 hours. look at that. That is very bright green. Very green. Very Grinchy green. And we've got our little garlic halves. So like if you roast garlic, I love garlic. This would probably be delicious. Yes. Okay, according to the picture, okay, so there's extra pesto sauce that goes in here. So it's like a little dipping container, I guess. Or, no, I guess you would serve it, like with a spoon. And look at the little lemon pepper he sprinkled out on the top. Look at that. Those peppers are tiny. I like that. Let's go back in there. It's really neat. Really small, but really cute. All right, let's cut off our Brussels sprouts. Okay, they're gonna come off of here? Wow, my scissors. These are not good scissors for this. Maybe I'll just use like an X-Acto knife. All right, let's try this. Yeah, that works. Ah! Yeah, I mean, really, this is how you harvest Brussels sprouts. You need a very sharp knife or like pruners or something, and you cut them off the stalk. And they're tough. They're tough to get off, and they grow very compact. Like they're a lot closer together on the stalk. Yes, I have grown Brussels sprouts many times. Okay. Now our Brussels sprouts are harvested. Wonder if I can cut one in half. What would it look like? Yeah, if you cut them in half, then you can have a few like halves in there. I'm gonna cut a few of these in half. We got 6 slices and a bunch of whole ones. Okay, we are going to put this all over the road. Let me move this out of the way. This is going to go all over the top and drizzled onto the pieces. Possibly. Gotta get it started. Doesn't want to come out. Alright, we're gonna need some over here for the Brussels sprouts. There's no way they are gonna just stay there on this platter without rolling away. I'll tell you what, the resin in these last kits are very, very thick. Let's put some over here too. Really thick. See, I think I'm gonna put the Brussels sprouts back here. Let me use some here on this side. Because I want to stack them up. And I want to put a few half slices here. Okay, kind of out of space. Let's put this one here. I'll do another half. Oops. I just need a little bit of resin here. Let's stick you in here. Okay, I'm kind of making a mess. Now I need to put the... Oh. Put that right there. Do these come out? They look like they come out. Oh my gosh. They do. They come out of there. Wow. Huh. the little garlics come out of there. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Now I can't get it back in. Okay, you're just gonna sit right there. Okay. According to the... Oh, this whole thing's coming up. According to the picture, all of this was supposed to be on one side, but I didn't do it like that. Now we're going to sprinkle the lemon pepper on top. Ah, that looks so good. That looks so good. I love that. I feel like we need some on the Brussels sprouts, though. Some lemon pepper on the Brussels sprouts. What do you think? Good idea or not? Ooh, this looks so yummy! Okay, I'm going to keep this and these Brussels sprouts for a plate. Alright, this is going into the UV lamp to cure. We'll put that in there for 5 minutes. And I'm going to put a little bit of resin in here, but I got to keep it out of the sun and out of the UV lamp. So let's move you over here. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. And you know what would look good in here? One of those little sprigs of greenery. What do you think? If I cut it down a little bit and stick it in there, does that look dumb? What do you think? Does that look stupid? I don't know. Well, it's in there now. Okay, I'm going to just stick this in the lamp. Roast beef is cured. And look at that. And we've got our little sauce. Our little sauce. So there. We can have our roast beef dinner. All right, I am going to have to stop for now because I have other things to do. I have to wrap presents. We're going to church for our Christmas Eve service. Today's Christmas Eve. Of course, I put this off until the very last minute, like usual. Just so many things going on in December. It's really hard to make time for crafting. I mean, I wish I could just ignore all of my responsibilities and just sit in my craft room and make things. That would be the dream. I mean, maybe one day when I'm retired, but for now, I just have to kind of fit it in when I can. And this month has been slammed full of activities. A lot of things I had to do, and I just didn't have time for crafting. So, so I'm just doing it all right now, today. And I'll probably finish it up later if I have time. This video will come out after Christmas because I just procrastinated way too long, and other things have been happening. So, but it's okay. I'm still having a good time, and hopefully you'll still enjoy it, even though it'll be after Christmas. Maybe you'll have time to watch it during your Christmas break. I have a few more projects to build, and then I'm going to decorate the Griswold's dining room with all of these creations. So thanks if you have been watching so far. If you've been watching this whole video, which I know is long, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you spending time with me and hanging out in the workshop. And I will see you in the second part of this video, which will be just in a second. All right. See you later. It is now a completely different day. It's 3 days after Christmas, and I am still trying to build some of these miniatures. And today I think we're going to finish building the last, I don't even know how many it is, 7, 8 different little mini brands, Miniverse projects. Today we're going to do the Krispy Kreme donuts and the Target Christmas series from Miniverse. I only have a few of these. I only have a few of the Target series. And only 2 of the Krispy Kreme donuts that were from the Christmas series. Yeah, I think I got 2 duplicates. So I'm going to open up these balls all together. And we'll just put them together. And we'll try to do this in a quick version, sort of a fast build version, because I'm sure you've already seen these being built. So I'm going to put them together, and then we finally are going to set the Griswold table. So that's the plan for the end of this video. I'm sorry if this was such a long video, and it's very choppy because there are so many other things that got in the way. It's Christmas, right? So a lot of family events, church events, just things happening. So I really should have started this video weeks ago, but being the procrastinator that I am, I put everything off. Always thinking I'm going to have more time than I actually do. So if you're watching this, I hope you're enjoying it so far. All right, let's do some donuts. Aha. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong side. All right, so I'm going to be putting together these 2. These are the cream filled from the Christmas series. I didn't get the other one. I didn't get that one. So I got 2 of the Christmas tree cream filled, and no, I got 1 of the Christmas tree cream filled, and I got 2 of the Santa Claus ones. But I might be able to recreate this one with things that I have, because I had a duplicate from a past kit that wasn't the Christmas series. It was just the regular donuts. So I actually have one of these plain donuts. I might be able to recreate that one. We'll see. But let's go ahead and do the Santa Claus one first. So I took everything out of the packaging already. And here's the donut. Did they give us a... They don't give us a table or anything for this. So let me grab a table from one of the other kits so I can put it on there. So I'm not great at making these donuts, that's for sure. I also need glasses because I can't see a thing. I'll tell you one thing I'm going to do after the holidays are all the running and stuff are over, is I am going to clean up this workshop. It is a mess. Okay. Now we are ready. What do we do first? Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is put this red icing all over the top of the donut. Alright, it's not turning out too bad. So far, so good. Supposed to get all the way around. All right, now it's dripping. It's dripping. Stop. All right. Oh my gosh, I made a mess already. It's dripping everywhere. I guess I put too much on there. Well, it's not gonna look pretty and fancy like the picture. All right, I just made a mess out of that table. Great. I put way too much on there. Oh, jeez. This is a mess. I think I'm gonna wipe it off and start over. Okay, so first of all, don't use so much resin. Second, get all the supplies out that you need before you start, okay? Because, jeez. Okay. Take 2. Okay, so I cleaned off my donut, and I got a little piece of plastic that I cut from just, I don't know, some other kind of packaging. I'm going to put that on the table. Put donut there. This time, do not put so much. A little bit, because it's going to spread. It's going to spread before you even get it into the UV lamp. Now we want it to be a little more spread out. I mean, looking at the picture, it goes pretty much all the way down to the, like where the cream kind of sticks out there. But the problem is it kind of spreads while you're putting it together. It goes from not enough to like completely out of hand. Let's add one more row. Well, hopefully I didn't use it all on that first donut. All right, let's see here. Without touching the resin. And it looks terrible. It's running in the wrong directions. I'm going to freeze it into place. I'm just going to freeze it. I'm just going to freeze it right there. Before it goes all the way off the sides. It looks terrible. I am no good at making these donuts. I'm just not. The black ice, I haven't opened this, so I'm safe at the UV lamp. Where'd the red go? Get that out of the way. So the black has like a flat tip, so it'll look like the belt. I'm sure that's gonna go well. We've got the sugar cookie latte for the cup. Basically, we just fill this up. Fill it up and cure it in the UV light, and then put some cream Cool Whip on the top. Whipped cream. And then we got sprinkles. Yeah, it's already leaking all over the place. My plan did not work. It's moving as it's curing. Totally just has a mind of its own, this resin. Oh, okay. The light went out. Is it cured? It's pretty bad. I tried to be careful, but not great. And this is why I don't work at Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, I'm not going to press my luck with that. And then in here's the little belt buckle. Just stick it right there. Oops, and it squeezes through. Okay, in you go. All right, I got a little piece of cardboard. I'm just going to stick it there in front of the light so I can do the next thing, which is sugar cookie latte. Looks like you just fill it up just a little bit above the Krispy Kreme label on the cup. Probably just use whatever's in this container, honestly. Gosh, comes all the bubbles. I need a toothpick. Where are my toothpicks? I put them somewhere. There they are. Just pop that bubble. And what is that? Is that one down there? Sometimes they just develop in the curing process. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, well, I think that's good enough. Let's check this out. I'll go put this in. And here is our donut for the donut. Doesn't look great, but that's what it looks like. And you're supposed to put it in a box. These boxes are like really, really hard to open, in my opinion, and in my experience. You need something to pull it open with. And there it is in the box. All right, let's cure the drink. I'm gonna put that one on for, we'll do 3 minutes. I'm gonna put this piece in front so I can start on another one. Inside of here is the other cream-filled donut. This time we've got some red filling. And then this is the sprinkles for this one has a picture of the Christmas tree on it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to successfully make that. It's probably just going to look like a green blob. but I'll try. Has a little star in there too for the top. And actually, I think I'm going to fill this cup up too and go ahead and cure that. That way we can do the topping for both of them and cure them both at the same time. So let's see. In this one, we also have whipped cream topping, which I'm probably not going to have to open. I'm sure there's going to be enough in one of those. We've got some white icing. We've got the green drizzle for the tree. And this one has a hot chocolate. So we're filling this cup up with hot chocolate. Oh, and there's a nozzle in there for the whipped cream. Put that there. All right, let's do the hot chocolate first. Plus, it's easier to squeeze. The shape of this container is a lot easier to squeeze. Okay. I think that's good. That was thicker. A lot thicker than the sugar cookie latte. Alright, I'm going to stick that in to cure while we work on that donut. What do we start at the top or the bottom? Oh, okay, so it goes... Wait a minute! We can't do that. We gotta do the white icing first. Jeesh! Yeah, we need this first. Oof, good thing I caught myself there. Almost ruined it right away. Alright, so this is gonna be like the Santa Claus. Oh, this one feels thinner. You have to do that base color first. I feel like that didn't really mix well in there. You can see it's kind of like not mixed. Alright, let me try the toothpick. I think I need a bigger surface to... I'm gonna have to draw this tree on there. I just am not good at these donuts. They just turn into a mess for me. That's as good as it's gonna get for me. Alright, let's put this under the UV light. Take out the hot chocolate. Put our little door there. Yep, we still got a hole there. It's a little bit tacky yet. Still got a hole. It doesn't matter. The the Cool Whip is the whipped cream topping is gonna cover that hole. So let's do our 2 drink whipped cream toppings. And these just dry. They don't go under the UV light. I'm hitting the phone. I'll just use the sprinkles from one of the containers. And you know what? I actually have a little peppermint stick from... Where did I get this from? I got these from like, where did I get them? No, Michael's. They came in a little kit. We have little cookies and we have peppermint sticks and little peppermint candies. I might stick a peppermint stick in there. And in there I'm going to put one of the cookies. I would put this cookie in, but it seems awfully big. This one seems like more the right size. So let's see here. I wonder if I can cut these down because this is going to be way too big. Put it this way. I don't know. Let me see. Well, it is a little big. I might snip some of that off. Let's see. I might put a couple little candies in there. Actually, I like that. Get in there. Maybe one at the top. That looks cute. I like that. And I gotta hurry because it's starting to set. Little gingerbread cookies. Put one in the back. Get in there. Yeah, I like that. Little extra details. Now, those are finished. Move those over here. Let them dry. Pull out the donut. See how that turned out. I guess it's not great, but that's the best I can do. Okay, now it is time to try to create the Christmas tree. Yep, it's just turning into a blob. As expected. Stick that in. Quick! It's just gonna be a blob. There's absolutely no way to make that any thinner. Like, the nozzle's just too thick for detail work like that. You need something that is like needle thin. Oh, I forgot to put the sprinkles on it. Well, too late now. I was in such a hurry. Alright, there's our blobby Christmas tree. Looks nothing like a Christmas tree. But I forgot to add the sprinkles and stuff, so now I have to go back. Add a little more. I'm just gonna make dots. Yeah, this is just a mess. I'll try to put that star on there. And now we will put some sprinkles on. And the sprinkles go everywhere. We'll try to salvage some of those sprinkles. In the UV it goes. Alright, looks like our donut is... That is, totally looks like a Christmas tree. Yes, I nailed it. There we go. And here is our drink and our donuts. Our donuts and our drinks. Okay, we are now ready to create some of these Target little builds. I think I have 3 different ones. Yeah, two of them had the little basket, little carry basket. And one of them came in a bag. So we had 2 baskets and one like shopping bag. Shopping baskets, 2 of the shopping baskets, 1 of the shopping bags. So I already opened the balls for the, and this one had a little tin. It's really cute. And I didn't open all the bags for this one, but this one is the cookies, the sugar cookie tray, which is going to look great on the Griswold's table. This one is the, let me find it. Oh yeah, it was the bullseye cookie and milk, so cookies for Santa, and it looks like it came with little carrots for the reindeer, so that's so cute. We got that one. And the third one, the one that's in the bag here, Oh, you know what? I think this one is the one. Okay, I'm wrong. The one in the bag is the bullseye cookies and milk because it has the little tin. The other one I have is the cake pops. So where's that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one is the cake pops. Okay, so I have cake pops, I have the sugar cookie tray, and we have the bullseye cookies for Santa. So that's what I managed to find. That's what I managed to buy from the Target holiday series. I did not try to buy all of them, and I didn't look for any of the pinholes when I was buying them. I just grabbed a couple. I guess I was in a hurry, or I just didn't feel like looking for it. I just figured, I'll be surprised. We'll see, we'll get what we get. So let's go ahead and let's move these out of the way. And let's check out the bullseye cookies and milk here. So it looks like basically the only thing we're using the UV light will be for the milk and the straw that goes in the milk. Let's see what's in here. Milk bottle has little snowflakes on it, which is really cute. Little spool for the ribbon. That's really a cute prop. It's like plastic. Can use it over and over. And also there's the little carrots. Little baby carrots. Petite baby cut carrots. Steam in the bag. Washed, peeled, and ready to eat. No preservatives. Good and gather. So it's like what you even has the nutrition label, which looks legit, like it would actually come exact duplicate of what you can buy in the store. It just in miniature. Wow. Oh, it's there's like a bunch of paper plates. Bullseye in paper plate form. There's a whole bunch of them. Oh my gosh, that's really cool. I wonder if you can buy them like that in the store. I don't know, I've never seen that. This is going to be our tools and our little peppermint straw, the candy cane, the bullseye head for the display ball. So I'll put that away. And this is going to be probably our milk resin, which looks just like a carton of milk. Brand that Target sells. Target's brand. Good and gather. Get this ready to go. Ugh, come out of there. Jeez, I thought it would just come out. Nope. I need scissors. Now it will come out. There we go. Let's see what's in here. The cookies. Let's look at the cookies. And this looks like a tin, but it's really plastic. Oh, look at the cookies in there. And they have bullseye. Whoops. They've got bullseye stamped into each cookie. Look at his big old eyeball. Looks like he has a black eye. So there's the sugar cookies in our little tin. I mean, I guess you could decorate those. You could probably put a little resin on there and a little bit of sprinkles. Make them all fancy. So really the only thing we're doing with resin is filling the milk bottle up and putting the straw in. Pretty long straw. Okay. Let's go for the resin, which will be white to look like milk. So we're just going to have to wait for the resin to come out of there. Okay, it's definitely not coming. I figured it would just start coming. I should have put this upside down for a while before I started this. Oops, I dripped it on the side. Darn it. Okay, that's enough. Again, it doesn't look like the resin in there is mixed up very well. So you can kind of see streaks. I don't like that, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I guess that's all. You can't do anything about it. Okay, I'm just gonna put it into cure. In you go. Even though it doesn't look great. Alright, let's try these cake pops here. I'm gonna see if I can just build everything and then stick everything in the UV light at the same time. Now for the cake pops, we have to do some mixing up. So we got these. Okay, this is not gonna come out easily, so I'm just gonna pop everything out at once. Okay, put the cake ball on the stick. Okay. And then once you're done, they're gonna just go in here. Like that. And you need the white decorating icing? Geez, that looked better than the milk. I guess the idea is that you take your cake pop, roll it in the white resin, and then do the sprinkles. Yep, I'm going to try to do this over one of these little trays. I got a couple of these trays because it's easy to use, like whatever's left over, you can like kind of dump it back in the container. Well, that's the idea. We'll see if that actually works. All right, let's see. Let's see if my plan actually works. Just getting off the extra. Okay, wow. Well, I mean, some of it got in there. Sorry, I forgot. I wasn't even in camera, in frame. I wasn't in frame. Well, it kind of worked. Okay, now I'm going to very carefully stick this in here. Let's try another one. Okay, there's the two blue ones. Alright, now let's try the white one. I'm going to put the snowman face on first. And then I'm going to sprinkle with the sugar. Okay, we'll put this one in without messing it up. Go in there, don't fall over. Come on. All right. One more. Okay. That one is created. In you go there, and then this is going in the UV lamp. All right. Let me clean this up the best that I can. I was able to rescue some of the sugar. Put it back in the container. There's actually quite a lot in there. Yeah, I might actually use this to decorate some of the sugar cookies. I just feel like that would look nice. And these are just 2 extras. I'll try not to lose those. Where were those cookies? Oh, they were in here. Let's try decorating some of these. Well, there went the white stuff. Let's put a little bit on here. I mean, I know I'm covering up Bullseye's face, but honestly, you can't really make it out too well anyway. Use what's sitting here. Use a little plate. Let's make another one. Oh, I think I'm gonna put some of the little those little Christmas colored balls, sprinkles from the donuts. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just go crazy. There, we got 2 decorated cookies. Put that in the UV light too. This last one is to make these sugar cookies, which I think I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be putting some resin on there and sprinkles, sugar, colored sugar. What am I saying? So I have blue, white. What's this? I wonder if this is just white. What do you think? It's just white. It's cookie icing. It probably is going to look exactly the same as the other icing. So I'm going to leave that closed. We've got too much stuff in here for one thing. There's the tray. All of these builds come with these little stickers too, which, I mean, what would you use these for, honestly? I'll put those off to the side. Let's see. We got a plate. And we've got these little sugar cookies. Of course, we have a pair of tongs. And here is our sugar. We get a lot. This is green. And we have red. That's actually a lot. They're big containers. And we've got our bullseye head. Put off to the side. Let's open this up. Now, according to the picture, you're basically just putting the resin and trying not to cover up every little detail, which you know is going to be impossible for me. It's just going to be one blob by the time I'm done with it, probably. But we'll try it. We'll do our best. They are really cute. So we've got a Santa right there. We've got a candy cane. We have we're given a little snowman and a Santa Claus cookie. Okay, and I'm assuming we have to put these on the tray. Like, you're pretending like you're baking. You know, it would be really cute if I had my kitchen set out and we could put it into the oven like we were really baking. But I don't have it out. So we're not doing that. Okay, so they give us too many cookies that do not fit on that tray. These cookies do not all fit. Well, actually, you just got to squish them in. If you squish them, they fit. All right, we've got 3 of each. 3 Santas, no, 3 snowmen and 2 candy canes. That's what we have. And this is the plate for when they're all done. For display. To put on the table. I'm going to just use what I have left here because I'm pretty sure it's going to look exactly the same. It's just white. And you know what? I might actually use some white on the snowman, the white and blue. How am I going to keep these from getting all over each other? Let's do the snowman separately. let's do them all separately. And then we'll put them on the, let me just take everything off the tray. Oh, there's also a little spatula in there, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use the toothpick. All right, let's start with the snowman because I got so much of this white down here. See what happens. We'll just see what happens here. Can't promise this is going to look great, but we'll do our best. Make kind of like a needle. Alright, that's one. Too much, too much. Icing overload. Yeah, it's really hard to keep it from going into other areas. Impossible! I'm going to do one color, cure it, then do another color. That one's going to have a little bit of blue. But it's fine. It's fine. Okay, let's do Santa. This is a lot finer. The sugar's like super fine compared to the other stuff. I'm making this a lot more labor intensive than it's supposed to be. Alright, Santa, last Santa cookie. Do some on his beard. It's too much. I'm just gonna do this one all in green. Or maybe all in red since I have red out here. But you definitely cannot see the ridges. Once you have that sugar on there, that's it. You can't see anything. And that sugar is everywhere. Okay, this tray's going in there. Let's UV everything that's in there right now, which is all of the things we've been building. My desk is a total disaster from all of the things we've been building over the last couple of days. I've just been leaving everything set out there. I'm hoping to finish all of these builds. Well, my first mistake was to try to build 16 different things and put them all into one video. So I should have broke it up into smaller videos. You know, that's the way it goes. I will remember that maybe for next year. And I probably am going to fix this set and make it look a little more, to make it look better, to make it look closer to the movie set. But, you know, I kind of threw it together last minute. Like, I just had a thought. I thought, let me try to make this little, let me try to make the Griswold Christmas dining room. But I just don't have enough time, honestly, to really do it justice. So maybe I'll try next year and make it better. Hopefully by that point I will know what I'm doing more. I'm just getting started with this, so I'm learning, making a lot of mistakes, but I'm still having fun. And that's what it's all about, right? Having a good time. Okay, let's take everything out. The UV lamp light is over. Our first thing that we made was the milk, which still has kind of that swirly pattern in there because the resin wasn't mixed well. And for this, we need to add a ribbon. Let's tie a little ribbon on there. How much ribbon do we need? Enough that we can tie it Just do a loop first. And then put it over. Then tie it tight. There. Would have been cute to have like something on there. Where are my scissors? Okay, there's the milk. Just keep the rest of this for something else. Let's check out the cake pops. How did they turn out? Pretty good. Yeah, those are cute. Now we're gonna swap this one for that one. So they kind of look like the picture. But yeah, there's our cake pops. They were pretty easy. I mean, they're fairly easy to make. Just messy. We have the 2 cookies that we decorated that were supposed to look like that, but I thought they looked nicer with some decoration on. So that is for Santa, and we need to put some carrots on there so the reindeer have something to eat. Not easy to open. I cut a little slit in the back. I got a hole now. Okay, there we go. And cookies for Santa and carrots for the reindeer on the paper plate. That's cute. Alright, and then finally we made the sugar cookies. And honestly, I could add more color to this, but I'm tired of making these, honestly. I should probably put some blue on there because now the snowman looked dumb. I only have 1 green cookie. Guess I'll put that at the top. Alright, and there's our snowman with a little bit of extra sugar, extra color. They don't look great, but that's the best I could do. And there's our plate of cookies. Okay, before I totally clean up this entire table and start placing things into the Griswold's dining room, I have one more build. From series, this is the Miniverse from series, what was it, 2? 4? 2? I think 2. Which I had to buy separate off of eBay. And of course we absolutely have to have this for the Griswold's dining room. And these are the moose mugs. Look at those little moose mugs. They are absolutely adorable. Okay, let's unbox all of these. Love it! What else we got? What's in here? Alright, we've got some cinnamon powder. And look at that little shaker. Okay, I wasn't recording on my phone. So basically, I just put the table together. I was surprised to see the table came in like a little plastic bag. But it's like little Wally World moose mugs table. And we have 2 moose mugs. And then I just opened up the cinnamon powder. I keep forgetting to, okay, this is a letter. It says to Clark W. Griswold. Oh, we know what this is. It's probably the Jolly of the Month Club letter. We have our tongs. We have the topper, which in this series was the little holly berries. Oh, I wish I wouldn't have tore that. Look at that. I might be able to salvage some of that. That is cute. Oh, and this one says, can I get you any more eggnog? Drive you out to the middle of nowhere, leave you for dead? cinnamon sticks. Let's see what's in here. Probably the resin, but it's called Merry Christmas and to all a good night. Love that. Oh, I just noticed that was Santa Claus and his sleigh is on fire. That's great. Oh, I'm not doing well salvaging this paper. We have the Happy Sun Farms eggnog. We'll check out the ingredients in a minute. Of course, I want to save all of the paper. This feels like a tray. Alright, that's really nice. We got a little placemat in there. Just like a little wooden box tray. Which is a super nice detail. Those are probably going to go in here somehow. How? I don't know. They don't really fit. Oh, let me look at the picture. Okay, let's see. What's this? What is the build like for this one? Alright, so we just have moose mugs. It looks like on display is just one is in there. The other one's sitting off to the side. But here it shows that they both could fit in there. Let's see. I guess they can fit like that. So we're filling them with resin. Putting the sugar in there, cinnamon powder. You know, to make it look like eggnog, because eggnog does have a lot of cinnamon particles floating around in there. Well, nutmeg. Cinnamon and nutmeg. We're going to add the cinnamon sticks in there to one in each and then cure it. Eggnog. I love eggnog. Eggnog is just so delicious. If you've never tried it, it tastes like, basically just tastes like melted vanilla ice cream with like cinnamon and nutmeg. It's really good. Very sweet. The ingredients are, I'm going to zoom in there, cheerful, 100% cheerful, vitamin moo, and total festive. Love it. Okay, we're going to, oh, now I'm out of focus. There we go. Fill up our moose mugs. I feel like I might go on eBay and buy a few more of these, or at least one more, and not put anything in it. I just want to keep the mugs empty. Like I'd like to have some empty mugs. These I feel like would turn into really great earrings. Okay, let's stop there. So this one is pretty easy to build. Let's see, that's about even. Okay, let me just sprinkle the cinnamon powder in and put the cinnamon stick in the top. Doesn't really show to mix it. I feel like you should mix it. I'm going to mix it a little bit. Because eggnog should have okay, maybe I should not have done that. Because now it's turning orange. Okay, and now I don't like that. Maybe I put too much in. Now it looks orange. Not what we want. Alright, I'm going to pour that out and put some more in. And hope there's enough resin left in there. Still has a little bit in there, but that's okay. At least it won't look completely orange. The other sugar just sunk right down in. Oh, geez. I am making a total mess. It's not even in frame. This is what happens when you build so many of these. You just kind of get tired and late and forgetful. Well, now I definitely want to buy some more of these and do it right, because I kind of ruined these. I guess that's about all I have. And look at this one. The sugar went straight to the bottom. It just sunk right down. But I put way too much on there too. So I hate the way this looks. Yeah, I made a total mess out of these. Okay, let's just dust a little on. Dust a little more on. Try to get this stick in before it sinks. And put it in here. Just cure it. Alright, let's take out our moose mugs. They are finished curing. They don't look great because the sugar went all the way to the bottom. But, yeah. What are you gonna do? And this one is the one I tried to mix up. But it's alright. There they are. And let's take a look at what's inside of this little letter to Clark W. Griswold. And here we have the Jelly and Mint Club. Jelly, it should be Jelly of the Month. Yeah, sorry. Jelly of the Month Club. And it even shows you what jellies you're getting each month, I think. I just can't really read it. Here we go. To Clark W. Griswold from Frank Shirley, his boss. One-year membership to the Jelly of the Month Club. And I don't know if you can actually read that or not. I just can't actually read it. Oh, okay, it just has the months. But does it tell? Oh, yeah, it tells you. It's strawberry. Can't make that one out. What is that one? This just doesn't want to focus too well. I think peach. I just can't make it out. Doesn't want to focus that clear. But there is his Jelly of the Month Club letter. Alright, I am now going to clean up the set, and the next thing we'll see is putting everything into the Griswold's dining room. I had originally thought this would be a cute centerpiece, but I think I'm going to move that to over here. Although you can't see it at all. I might just put it on one of the little tables. Of course, we don't have any chairs, but that might be in a future build. We do have a couple of candles from the book series. And I also put in the kids' table. So let's put a couple things in here. You know, in the movie, they have this really bizarre looking, I don't know what it is. It looks like a kid's craft that's on the table behind him. I think I might put this over there to kind of resemble that. It's not as big as it should be though. But it was behind the table. We'll put the fork and the serving fork and the knife by the turkey. We'll put some cookies here. We'll put the cake pop on the kids' table. Maybe we'll move this to over here. It seems more like an adult dessert. Put the cookies back here. And the cake pop. We'll leave the cookies for Santa. And the carriage for the reindeer here. Plus that. And let's put plates out for the kids. We'll have to give some of the adults the drinks. They also had these. Then have little doilies. Okay, we'll put that one over there. We've got some donuts, which we will serve on plates. I don't have regular plates, so that's something I will have to purchase at some point. Definitely a lot more desserts going on at this dinner. I'll put the Santa on there. We have this plate that we created. We'll put that there. There were 2 extra gingerbread cookies, so let's just add those to the plate of cookies. And finally, we'll add our moose mugs over here. Well, it's kind of hiding it, so let's put them over there. We had our tin of cookies we'll put on the shelf over here. We'll also put our little cinnamon over here because I feel like that might be something you would want to have out. Here's our little Christmas card. I think we'll put that up here. And we'll put the envelope in the little shopping bag so I don't lose it. And I put the shopping bag back here. And the last thing we'll put on the table is the Jelly of the Month Club letter. Maybe I'll take this and stack them up. Oh. I guess that's it. I feel like I should put that on a plate. Let's put this on a plate. Kind of sticking out. And that's it. That is our Griswold dining room, all complete and decorated with all of the Miniverse and Mini Brands creations that I made for this holiday video. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck it through this entire video, I really appreciate you hanging out with me in the workshop. Go ahead and give this video a like if you enjoyed this one, and I would love it if you would subscribe and join the workshop. I hope you had a wonderful holiday and Happy New Year. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!